I was just scrolling my phone and I saw something interesting.
What happened?
A small shop owner was saying his business improved because of AI tools, but in the comments, people were angry, saying AI is taking jobs.
That's actually happening everywhere. Same thing. Some people are benefiting and some are struggling.
Exactly. And honestly, it made me think, are we really moving forward or creating a problem for ourselves?
Or maybe we're just afraid of change.
Maybe, but the confusion is real.
Then why not talk about it properly?
Yeah, let's do one thing.
What?
Let's debate it, clear and simple.
Perfect, because this is something everyone should understand.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Cafe.
Today's topic is something you can't ignore anymore. AI, good or bad?
I believe AI is taking away jobs, reducing human effort, and slowly making us dependent.
And I believe AI is empowering humans, creating new careers, and solving real-world problems faster than ever before.
So, in this video, we're not just debating,
We're helping you learn real English through real conversations.
but here's the deal.
If you really want to improve your English, don't just watch this video once.
Pause, listen carefully, repeat every line.
Because that's how fluency actually builds.
And if you're serious about learning English,
Make sure you subscribe to the English Cafe, your daily dose of real English conversations.
stay till the end because this debate might change your mindset.
And your English, too.
Let's start. Let me ask you something honestly. Do you think AI is making humans smarter or just more comfortable?
I think it's doing both. It's making smart people more efficient and comfortable people more dependent.
That's exactly my concern. People are slowly losing the habit of thinking deeply. Everything is just one click away now.
But convenience has always been part of progress. From calculators to computers, every tool made life easier.
Yes, but earlier tools supported thinking. Now AI can replace thinking.
I don't fully agree. AI gives answers, but understanding still depends on the person.
But most people don't try to understand. They just copy and move on.
That's not AI's fault. That's a mindset problem.
Maybe, but AI is making that mindset more common.
Or maybe it's exposing it. People who didn't want to think were always there.
Fair point. But let's talk about jobs again. Don't you think AI is increasing competition?
Yes, it is, but it's also increasing opportunities. The problem is, people focus more on fear than learning.
Because fear is real. Imagine working for years and suddenly a machine can do your job in seconds.
I understand that fear, but history shows us something important. Every time jobs disappear, new ones are created.
But those new jobs require new skills. Not everyone is ready for that shift.
That's why learning should never stop. In today's world, staying the same is actually moving backward.
That sounds powerful, but also a bit harsh.
Reality is often harsh, but it also gives opportunities to those who adapt.
Let's talk about students. Do you think AI is helping them learn better?
If used correctly, yes. It can explain concepts, improve language skills, and provide instant feedback.
But most students use it to complete assignments without learning anything.
Then the problem is not the tool, it's the intention.
Still, easy access to answers reduces effort.
Or it can increase curiosity. A student can ask more questions without fear.
That depends on the student again.
Exactly. AI doesn't decide your attitude, you do.
All right, let's go deeper. What about creativity? Do you think AI is killing originality?
No, I think it's changing it. Creativity is evolving.
But if AI can generate stories, designs, even music, where is human uniqueness?
Human uniqueness is in emotions, experiences, and perspective. AI can generate content, but it cannot live a life.
But people are already using AI-generated content everywhere.
Yes, as a base, but the best content still comes from human refinement.
So you're saying AI is like an assistant, not a creator.
Exactly. It can support creativity, but it cannot replace human depth.
Let me challenge that. What if in the future AI becomes so advanced that we can't tell the difference?
Even then, the intention behind creation will matter. Humans create to express, not just to produce.
That's a strong point.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel less capable because AI exists?
Honestly, sometimes yes. It feels like whatever I can do, AI can do faster.
But can it think like you? Can it feel your struggles, your dreams, your experiences?
No, it can't.
That's your strength. AI can process data, but it cannot replace human identity.
So the real competition is not human versus AI, it's human versus human using AI better.
Exactly. The one who learns to use AI wisely will always stay ahead.
That makes sense, but there's still one fear. What if we become too dependent?
Dependency becomes dangerous only when we stop questioning.
Explain that.
If you accept every answer without thinking, you lose control. But if you question, analyze, and learn, AI becomes your tool, not your master.
So critical thinking is the key.
Absolutely. In the age of AI, thinking is more important than ever.
That's interesting, because people think AI will reduce thinking, but you're saying it should increase it.
Yes, because now the value is not in finding answers, it's in asking the right questions.
That changes everything.
It does. The future belongs to those who can think, adapt, and use technology wisely.
So maybe AI is not the problem.
And not the solution either.
Then what is it?
It's a mirror. It reflects how we use it.
And maybe it's also a test.
A test of our intelligence, responsibility, and mindset.
Now this debate is getting serious.
Because the topic itself is serious.
And maybe the answer is not simple.
Yes, it's not just good or bad.
It's something in between.
Something powerful and something we must learn to handle carefully.
Before we end this conversation, let's just reflect for a moment on what we actually discussed today.
We talked about fear, opportunity, dependency, creativity, and the future of human thinking in the age of AI.
And one thing became very clear.
AI is not simply good or bad.
It is powerful, but neutral. The real impact depends on how humans choose to use it.
Some people will lose jobs, yes, but new paths will also open for those who are ready to adapt.
And students, creators, and professionals, everyone has a choice now. Use AI to replace thinking or to enhance thinking.
The real danger is not AI itself.
It is losing curiosity, critical thinking, and the habit of learning.
So the question is not what AI will do to us.
The question is what we will become because of AI. Before we end this conversation, let's just reflect for a moment on what we actually discussed today.
We talked about fear, opportunity, dependency, creativity, and the future of human thinking in the age of AI.
And one thing became very clear. AI is not simply good or bad.
It is powerful, but neutral. The real impact depends on how humans choose to use it.
Some people will lose jobs, yes, but new paths will also open for those who are ready to adapt.
And students, creators, and professionals, everyone has a choice now. Use AI to replace thinking or to enhance thinking.
The real danger is not AI itself.
It is losing curiosity, critical thinking, and the habit of learning.
So the question is not what AI will do to us.
The question is what we will become because of AI.
Now, before you leave, let's make this interesting for you.
We want you to think and respond.
Here's your question for the comments.
If AI can do almost everything faster than humans, what skill do you think will still make humans truly valuable in the future?
Write your answer in the comments. Don't just watch, participate.
Because learning English is not just listening, it's thinking and expressing your ideas.
And if this conversation helped you improve even a little,
Then make sure you subscribe to the English Cafe.
turn on notifications so you don't miss our daily English learning conversations.
And remember,
Every time you listen, repeat, and think,
you are not just learning English
you are building confidence.
and shaping your future.